You may find yourself living in a shotgun.
Hey guys.
This is Victor and Tita Bessie.
Hi.
And I hope
Anyway, Tita Jojo is going to talk about how our family members came from the Philippines many years ago, and we're going to transition into how we're still coming into America and how the people in the generation above me and my generation got here as well.
I have to be a flower girl, and Sunny was supposed to be the bring bearer. Then it was Auntie Sean's wedding. Okay, Auntie Sean got married to a Navy by the name of Pete Bandairel. So that's the reason we started it. They moved to San Diego. So then from there, Lolo Tom, Lolo Tom came in, who is the husband of Lola Sayong. Let me tell you first, I apologize. We have the first one with Lolo Pantaleon. When I say Lolo, that's grandfather. And Lola Felisa, that's our great-grandmother. And they have 5 children. Candido, Toribio, Sayong, Lola Sayong, Lola Ika, and then Lola Rex. Under Candido, we have Auntie Sean, Uncle Vic, and my dad, they call him Tuping. Then under Toribio, we have Chong Hiling. Okay, Chong Hiling and Auntie Chong Totoy, Auntie Aurora. Oh, Auntie Aurora came from the Philippines. From the Philippines. She just came last Wednesday. Okay. Then we have Auntie Faye, and then Lolo Toribio, first wife, passed away. So he got married to Lola Toyang. And Lola Toyang had 2 kids, 2 handsome kids who just came here. The late one. Where's the late one?
Victor.
Oh, Victor. I should call him Chong Victor, but apparently I'm older than him. and Ed, Ed just passed away 2016. And Ed is married to Lilia Azada. And according to her, it's gonna be forever and ever.
Amen.
Amen. I said never say never. But if you get married, your husband is still welcome. So your name will be Lilia Azada, etc., like Jackie Kennedy Onassis. So going back, I was sidetracked. Going back, it would be, so Lolo Tomas came here actually before Auntie Sean, but apparently, and correct Auntie Bining, Pasadena, and passed away in Pasadena. So when he passed away, they won't give the body to Auntie Sean because he's not directly related by blood. So Uncle Sam Azares came over to claim the body. So from that time on, Uncle Sam didn't go back to the Philippines anymore. I think he liked LA and got married here. And then that was early 60s. Then 1963, President Johnson approved the immigration law of the nurses, getting nurses from the Philippines. So Auntie Edith, that is from the Azares family, from Lola Sayong, came here in Texas and was worked in the hospital in Texas, but got married to a Canadian, moved to Canada. But she also passed away. Then, of course, I remember Auntie Salome. Auntie Salome stayed with us, and this is a sidetrack. stayed with us, and I remember my youngest brother was born. So I think I was 8 years old then, or 9 years old. My dad said, why don't you get a flower from your mom? And so Auntie Salome, let's go to the market. We went to the market. So Auntie Salome said, let's get this flower because this will die. You know, it's a plastic flower. So I remember that very well. That's a side story. Anyway, then so Auntie Salome went to Chicago. And of course, got married to a Navy and moved back to San Diego. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong, okay, for those people? Okay, so I'm still in. Okay, then Chong Johnny came, and of course, Auntie Bening came to Chicago, and Uncle Perry came to Chicago. This was the product of the Alimbuyugan in Chicago, and I'm always deeply indebted to them because Yvonne, I took the room of Yvonne. Where's Yvonne? Yvonne, thank you very much. You know, they were small, so I stayed with them, and she gave me her room. So then, that is, so that's the thing of the Alimbuyugan. But then, eventually, by trickle, because of the petition of Auntie Salome, from the early, that was early 70s, 80s, I'm sorry, 80 to 90. Then, of course, on their generation, then Torbel and Ed came here because Lola Toyang was petitioned by a sibling in Hawaii, but both of them settled in LA. Right? Okay. So, that's, and then on the generation of then Auntie Walde was in Europe, but then decided to stay in Chicago, and Uncle Ray followed on that one. So that's where the history is. And the last one was, okay, that's it on that generation, right? Correct? Okay. Okay. Are you ready for a test? Okay. Auntie Walde, Auntie Elda, Chong Ricky, and Chong Sunny. But two passed away. Auntie Walde passed away, and Chong Ricky passed away. When Chong Ricky passed away, Richard was only 2 years old. Benjamin is the eldest, and Benjamin is the oldest, and then Ruina and Richard. So tomorrow Richard will be here. Richard is also a lawyer. I was saying he has to meet Maya. They live in LA. You know, you might bump on him and you don't know that's your cousin. You might. Okay. So that's the last of the five asada.
Isn't that exciting? Wonderful this day, a miracle. First time in history that we have all this kind of occasion.
The famous word of Auntie Sally is she came from Rawis,
Vegan Ilocosur, Philippines!
So the first one is I'm excited to come here. Because they work so hard for you to survive.
Put it on, put it on!
I hope all of you will remember this. Don't forget where you came from. Okay? Because that is very important in life. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you for coming, Mom.
Thank you, thank you.
Chong Ben, when she was in vegan with Chong Jr., they called Uncle Vic and said, you know, Uncle Chong Jr. is having a heart attack. So then they said Uncle Vic sent a helicopter because he was in the army. He sent a helicopter. But then when they were going down the helicopter, they were not sick. They were just walking. You know, they just want to brag. So bragging, I think, is in our family.
Cool.
So, moral of the helicopter story: when you got it, flaunt it. Like everyone's been saying, we have great genes. We're smart, we're confident, we're go-getters, and we're drop-dead gorgeous, all of us.
Thanks, Michael. You're the best.
Okay, you said you're happy when what?
When they're around,
Okay, say it again.
I am happy when all my relatives are around. Amen, amen. Very good.
Thank you, Mang.